Hey everybody, this is Magic Nipple, and unfortunately, in this recording of our weekly Colosseum, we were trying something new because I had not gotten Bandicam yet to work correctly. So we used Fraps for this one, and unfortunately, the its timing is off a little bit. The duel is still able to be watched coherently and all that, but our it's just a little the timing's a little off, and it's just kind of the frame rate drops really easily, and we're really sorry for it. But this is the only time it'll happen. We'll have Bandicam for our commentators next week on our dueling Coliseum. But anyway, enjoy the duel.
Hello everybody, my name is Anthony, aka the Magic Nipple, and I am here with my good friend.
My name is Maurice, but they call me Mr. Kirby.
He's also known as Carbunk and our Chancellor at the Identity Academy. And today we are here with our second installment of the Savage Colosseum duels. Our duelists today are IBahamut, or Jake, he was our last commentator with me, aka the Mountain Hermit, leader of the Mountain Dorm, and PillowVPillow. Not sure his real name, but he is a part of the Forest Dorm. Anyway,
And he's very fluffy.
Is he? Alright then,
Yes.
let's jump right in. Send him the message, Kirby.
Alright, let's get the message in. Sent. And hopefully they'll get the message and they'll go disco dancing. Hopefully. You have to excuse me. I've been drinking a lot of sugary drinks. And there's the rock, paper, scissors. And
Alright, sorry, I wasn't seeing who was going first. Let's see, we have, alright, Jake is starting us off. Jake is most well known for his, well, zombie decks. That is what he has made his name for.
and he's starting off with a foolish barrier. He's gonna drop a card from his deck to the graveyard, and I'm curious to see what card it is. Because he doesn't use that card
I
freely.
guess it just depends. Oh, alright.
There's the Mizuki.
Seeing as it's that, and his fun decks, it's either going to be his Skull Servant, or possibly his, no. He wouldn't, no, I definitely don't think it's Graveyard or Roulette. That's a bit overkill. I don't know.
Maybe not.
It's hard
Maybe
to tell
not.
from just Mizuki and Foolish Burial, because he runs that in every zombie deck. It'll be interesting to see, though.
Alright then, so we get into Pillow's first turn, and he's going to set 2 cards here. I'm curious to see what deck he's using, because he has a lot of decks, and
From my understanding, he's a much more aggressive dueler when in comparison to Jake. Oh, alright, so it's looking like a Machinima deck with a little cider twist.
yeah, Cyber Machina. He's going to attack with Machina Fortress here.
This should give him a nice early advantage, providing that he doesn't have to deal with any of the back row. You know, Jake, we would really appreciate you using a little more definitive cards so we can decipher what deck you're using. Man.
Goblin Zombie is kind of... There's the Zombie Master. So this is still confusing.
It's definitely a zombie deck, but it's still too up in the air. I think once I see some of his magic and trap cards, or hell, even cards from his extra deck, I might be able to make a better call on this.
It also depends on what monsters he has in his hand and what he's not playing.
True, but he's gonna have some trouble getting through that Machinima Fortress. If this is one of his normal zombie decks, then he's gonna have trouble beating the 2500 beater, whereas his strongest extra deck monster, or the deck card in the deck, is Revived King Hades with a grand total of 2450. Alright, here we go. Come on. Make it worth it, Jake. Let's see if we can't get a definitive answer. It would even help if he played Zombie Roll, because that would narrow his list down to at least 3 of his decks.
Does he really have that many zombie decks?
You have no idea. A lot of which I have helped build.
Is he like me with water decks? I have I think I have like 5 water decks now.
Kirby.
At least.
I have Jake is probably the only person I have dueled more than the guy who taught me how to duel, or how to play this card game. And from the moment I've seen him duel, the very first time, he has his deck of choice, or rather monsters of choice, have been on the darker side, being zombies and fiends.
He's playing the Book of Life, and he's getting the goblin zombie back.
If he's smart, yep. All right, I was gonna say, if he's smart, he's going for Machinima Fortress. All right, let's see here. This is probably gonna be Lava Chain.
Yeah. That was always to be a best choice for a zombie deck, even though it's not a zombie itself. But
interesting fact, Lava Chain actually hasn't been released into English yet, so I think that's the only reason it's up to 3. I feel like once it's released into English, it will be limited to at least 2, if not completely limited to 1. It's just, it makes too many decks overpowered.
He's a little confused about what he can do, because if he summons that Lava Chain, yeah.
It's all about, because remember, he still has the Mizuki in his grave, so he's gonna make this next one count, and I guarantee he's gonna use Mizuki to bring out a Zombie Master, and then use Zombie Master's effect to bring out another monster. This still does not help me decipher what deck he's using, because that is in every single one of his decks.
I think he's being vague on purpose. He's like, okay, I know Anthony's watching. I'm just gonna be vague as all hell while trying to win this duel.
It's funny because he might actually be able to pull this off, where he's literally doing nothing but being. At least now I know it's not his Skull Servant deck.
Okay, he's set Plague Spreader.
So. This is starting to look like just one of his more generic zombie decks, but who knows? We'll see. It's kind of an older variant versus another older variant, aside with a small new twist, being the XYZ cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make it count, Jake. What I'm assuming is going to happen is he's going to Book of Life something again, and then Plague Spreader Zombie, and go for a Synchro. But again, if this is his generic zombie deck, the highest attack power he's got in there is Lord Hades. Yep, there's the Mizuki, coupled with the Plague Spreader. Oh, well, there's the Book of Life. I called that.
Yeah, and he's going to get rid of his way to summon the Goblin Zombie. Okay.
So level 6 Synchro. That's alright, that's gotta be Lord Hades. I could be wrong though. I don't see that card often enough to remember its level.
It's a level 6. I remember that much.
Okay,
but,
then I wouldn't be surprised if it's that. But who knows? We'll see. Wait a minute. No, because sorry, I got confused for a minute. Archfiend is a level 8.
Mm-hmm. Now, we could be seeing some of the other level 6 zombie monsters. Yeah,
Whoa.
No, wait.
What?
What is that?
That's a new one.
Gravity Warrior.
Color me impressed.
Gravity Warrior. When this card is synchro summoned, gain 300% for each monster your opponent controls. Now it's at 2,400.
And now here comes the level 8, and here comes the Archfiend. Yep, here comes the Archfiend.
No, that Gravity Warrior just kind of...
Scrap Dragon. God, he is just surprising me left and right.
And there's the Torrential.
Nope, he just played that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh, I guess... Or... You think he's gonna catch it? You want to point it out to them that he just played that?
Play what?
He just played Dark Bribe. He just said it this turn.
Oh, right. I'm not sure if they noticed, but no. I'm gonna go ahead and call that.
Make sure they notice it quickly.
Yeah, I just let them know. You know, sometimes we forget what's going on, but
Well, in a site where everything's manual, it's kind of easy to forget that.
He said he first turn said it.
Oh.
So it might have been us not paying attention.
Okay, so I guess it was the middle card that he said. All right, never mind then.
Yeah. Okay. So, question: Why did his monster go to the graveyard again?
Scrap Dragon's effect.
Yeah, but now he can activate.
No, he can't.
No,
he can't because he doesn't have any cards in his hand.
All right.
Null and void. So
Ah,
I'm honestly a little curious as to what the hell is going on with Jake's deck. I've never seen this variant of his zombie deck. Maybe it's just the generic zombie sync route. In
I
which
don't
case,
know.
I don't know. Because I remember him saying that he's made that before.
All right
There's
then.
the
So,
deep prison.
and that's the turn for that. But
Oh man, fresh new wounds on the way. Here comes a whole new mess of things that are just going to, for lack of a better word, curb stomp Pillow. I'm sorry to say his fluffiness will not save him this time.
looks like Jay's gonna rock him to sleep with this next move. I'm guessing he's gonna use Mizuki to bring back
Well,
something.
actually, it's not like Jake to go completely balls deep. So what I'm assuming he's doing is just keeping them in his grave for a rainy day. You know, an oh shit, I need to make a move type thing. He's not one to go balls deep and put all his eggs in one basket. That's not his style. That's mine.
Well, Pillow needs to draw something. He needs to top deck
Pillow
something.
needs a dark hole or a lightning vortex, some type of field clear to get this back on even ground.
We know that Lightning Vortex is Darkon's
True.
calling card.
True.
But I like to see that in other decks. And another card would be a good. Oh, there's the
Fusion.
Miracle Fusion.
Future.
Future Fusion.
Miracle Fusion's the one with elemental heroes.
All right, then he's going to Future Fusion. I think I know what he's going to go for with this one. He's going to drop a Cyber Dragon and then a lot of machine monsters. But it means
Yep,
he's
there's
going to
the
have.
Cyber. Maybe he's got an Overload Fusion. Ooh,
And
no,
it's
he's
a-
going for Cyber End. Maybe that means he's got... Maybe that means he has, Yep, maybe that
There's
means he has
Cyber End.
Overload Fusion. Let's see.
Let's see if he got it in his hand, but he got it. But he's going to have to stall for that one turn. That Scrap Dragon's going to be an issue.
Well, you know, unless he's got that face down that'll help him, or a Battle Fader in his hand, this duel is over, and we'll be on to the next round. Dead Drew. Ah. There goes the very first duel of the second match of the Savage Colosseum. We'll be back for the second round.